Crush the government.
And rebellion is not tolerated. The problem is no one with a copy of the original 16mm film has stepped forward, allowing their copy to be examined.
Or if it's still
just to make sure the subliminal messages are real. Well, once again, thanks to FuzzyMemories.tv, the Museum of Classic Chicago Television, we've got an off-air tape of this particular anthem clip dating to 1984, probably one of the last times this film aired on TV. This is how folks saw the clip over the air from the 60s through the 80s. Now, 16mm film tends to fade over time, so the then 20-year-old clip from this sign-off still had fairly vibrant color. Most notably, the on-screen lyrics were still yellow. Or perhaps it was a video rip by that point. Either way, TV stations were still airing some things from film in 1984, like some commercials and movies. Especially from 16mm, so I'd actually be willing to bet that this is straight from a film chain. Notice that cute little effect from the subtitle transition is gone. This tells me that whoever has been regurgitating the more famous faded print doctored it. Heavily. And whoever made this clip must have been a fan of the 1988 John Carpenter film They Live. I mean, seriously, obey, consume, in 1964? So did the subliminal message get wiped out sometime between 1964 and 84? Why would anyone still be interested in distributing this particular clip after a few years anyway? Most other stations had either switched to newer, more modern editions of the Star-Spangled Banner provided by the military or a church, or even their own homebrew editions by the mid-late 70s. Other sign-off staples like the poem High Flight lasted for some 30 years, but the clips and recitations would get a little revision every now and then. I think this station, namely WMAQ, was just airing this particular clip out of tradition or nostalgia. I mean, this kind of thing certainly isn't unheard of. For example, WCBS in New York was airing their old 50s vintage off-the-air slide as late as the late 70s. Well, that's it for this special mini-episode of the Oddity Archive. Join us next time when we...
They're coming to take me away.
They're coming to take me away!
Oh, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.